Andrew here at Shot 2020 with John with EOTech. You've got some new products for 2020. Walk us through them if you don't mind.
Sure do, yeah. So EOTech for many years has had the G33 magnifier in their line. And that's this magnifier here. This is the magnifier that is in the US SOCOM contract. We provide holographic weapon sights and the G33 magnifier to US SOCOM, tip of the spear warriors, through a federal government contract. For 2020, EOTech has added 3 magnifiers to the line. First one I'll talk about is called the G43. So as you can see, it's a more miniaturized 3x magnifier.
Still has a lot more compact.
Very, very compact. Still has the flip out capability, quick detach mount, toolless adjustments, vertical and horizontal. Same optical quality as the G33, same glass, all that, just in a more miniaturized version. Moving on from that is the G45. G45 is a 5x magnifier, and so here you're looking at roughly the same length as the existing G33, but with the additional 2x magnification. Again, tool-free controls, flip-out capability, quick detach mount, and you're getting an additional 2x magnification with this guy. And then the third one is called the G30. G30 is going to be a great option for people to get into a magnifier for not a whole lot of money. This will retail for about half the price of the existing G33. G33 now retails for around $600. This will retail for about $300.
Okay.
Should go back and say that this guy will retail for around $620. This guy for around $640. So not an incredible increase in price over the existing G33, but definitely more options for people depending on your application.
Okay.
So the G30 here, essentially the same as the G33, however it doesn't have any rubber coating, rubber armor on it, and the mount is quick detach only, it does not flip out. However, it's already available at some online retailers and is selling like gangbusters. So we've got very high hopes for all 3 of these. The 43 and the 45 will be available sometime this spring. So one of the kind of cool things about EOTech HWS as they relate to magnification is that we've got something that we call the EOTech Advantage at EOTech, right? And those are various tenets that are inherent to a holographic weapon sight that make it a superior option as a weapon sight as opposed to your standard red dot. One of those being, and sort of the crux of it all, is the fact that the reticle in an HWS is produced by a laser diode, whereas in a red dot sight it's produced by a light emitting diode or an LED. As such, the reticle in an HWS, the human eye will perceive it to be on the same focal plane as your target. So there's no conscious or subconscious shift in focus between the target and the reticle. Everything appears on one plane. You're able to get on target faster, engage the target faster. Another cool thing about it being produced by a laser is the fact that the center dot in the well-known speed ring reticle of a holographic weapon sight, the center dot is perceived by the eye to be 1 MOA. Truth be told, it is actually only several microns in diameter. However, the human eye can only discern down to 1 MOA, so that's why we see it as that. And with magnification behind it, it is still
so you're not
only
magnifying the dot.
Exactly. The ring will grow in magnification, in diameter, but that dot that you're using as your fine aiming point out at distance, especially when you're using a magnifier, does not grow, does not obscure your target. So that's a key factor when you're considering running a magnifier behind a weapon sight. You know, you want to pair it with an HWS in particular because you're not giving up visibility of your target downrange when you throw magnification behind it.
That makes sense.
Yep.
Awesome. What else do you have to show us?
So after that, in the Vudu line of rifle scopes is the 1 to 8x24 second focal plane. This is the second LPVO offering in the Vudu line of rifle scopes. When the line was introduced in 2016, we had a 1 to 6x24. That is still in the line. That's a first focal plane rifle scope. This is a second focal plane rifle scope. Reason being, what we were hearing from some of the competitive shooters that were running the 1 to 6 is they were having kind of a hard time, especially in really bright daylight situations, picking up the red illumination of the reticle in there.
It's common for LPVOs.
Right.
There's illumination, and when it's dusk, it pops.
Yes.
Indoors really pops, but it's super common. Most LPVOs aren't super bright.
Right.
And I live in Phoenix. We're a lot closer to the sun there.
Sure.
Super bright, and yeah, I've got an LPVO and a couple of different rifles, and you're absolutely right that during bright daylight, the reticle's black.
Yeah. So what we've done to solve for that with the 1 to 8x24 second focal plane is on that second focal plane we've used a fiber optic daylight visible center dot. It's a BDC reticle, but that daylight visible center dot is available under any lighting conditions, be it broad daylight, overcast, whatever. You can pick it up real easy. It's super crisp, get on target super fast, and will be really a great option for competitive shooters, tactical shooters, you name it.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, John, thank you so much for your time.
My pleasure.
Thank you guys for watching. We're going to be at a lot of booths today, tomorrow, and the rest of the week. Stay tuned. I love you.